Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of On the Hook. Today we're going to discuss our cruising plans, which have changed once again.
Yeah.
And also we're going to answer a couple of questions from some viewers.
Our On the Hook videos are a bit of a departure from our regular episodes, which are kind of telling our story of our cruising life. These On the Hook videos are sometimes instructional and sometimes topical. It just gives us an opportunity to talk to you guys more in real time and about topics that we don't necessarily touch on during our day-to-day lives in our regular episodes. So about 3 months ago, we put a video, an On the Hook video, discussing our cruising plans, and we had just got to the Bahamas, and we had a pretty good idea of what we were going to do, but we knew it wasn't solid, and so that's why we refer to them as cruising ideas. Yeah. Initially, our plan was to sail through the Exumas, to get down to Turks and Caicos, where we actually met some friends, and then there's a big question mark on whether we'd make it to Lupron in the Dominican Republic or not. Well,
and then we were going to turn right back around and go to Florida and possibly up the east coast of the United States.
Right, yeah, we were going to turn around, sail more of the Bahamas, and really sail the Bahamas, and then Florida or East Coast for hurricane season. Well, we made it to Turks and Caicos. We spent about a month there, mostly because we were kind of pinned down by weather. And then we made the jump south to Lupron in the Dominican Republic, where we spent about another month because we were so glad just to be somewhere that was affordable and beautiful with mountains and everything else. We really fell in love with that place. We're still in the DR. We are actually in a marina. We got here yesterday, and we are...
Samana.
Samana?
Samana.
Samana, Dominican Republic. We are en route to Puerto Rico, and actually we're leaving here in a couple hours. We're leaving in the evening to sail across the Mona Passage, and we wanted to give you an update on our plans and what we're doing. We thought this is a great opportunity to do that. So what does the future hold for our cruising ideas?
Well, we are going to go to Puerto Rico, sail the south side of Puerto Rico on the leeward side, and then we're going to jump over to the Virgin Islands.
Yeah. So we're going to spend as much time as we can in the Virgin Islands, and we know it's not a lot of time. Maybe we'll get a month there before we have to turn around, and we're coming back to Lupron for hurricane season, because it is considered probably the best hurricane hole in all of the Caribbean. It's this beautiful little harbor surrounded by mountains. Last year, both Hurricane Irma and Maria took almost the exact same path over the north coast of the Dominican, only 60 miles off the coast from Lupron, and on the water where the boats are in the mooring field, they didn't see more than 40 knots, and that's gusts. The highest gust they saw was about 40 knots of wind. So that alone, for a lot of the people who locally, proved that this really is probably the best hurricane hole in the Caribbean. It's
the way that the mountains are, and not the south side of Dominican, it's just Lupron on the north side.
Yeah, it's really just this harbor. And when we asked Bruce Van Zandt in an interview, he gave Lupron Harbor a score of 9 on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as hurricane holes are concerned.
That's pretty good.
And that's really dang good.
Florida is definitely not a 9.
Definitely not. So we feel very comfortable bringing the boat back there, and that's our plan. And we'll fly home to spend some time back in the States, but much of our summer is also going to be spent on Satori in the DR, and it's going to be a great opportunity for us to explore Hispaniola and really show you guys and make some really cool videos, because this is absolutely beautiful country, and you guys are going to love it. So, a big question, and I know some of you are going to ask it, is great, you guys changed your plans, but when are we going to see this stuff? When are we going to see it in your episodes? Well, we are currently 6 months behind in our episodes. So what's happening in our episodes was 6 months ago. If you just watched our Irma video, that's an easy reminder about how big of a gap there is. But we are catching up. And over the next 4 to 5 videos, 4 to 5 episodes, we're going to catch up probably to about 3 months behind. Just a little preview of what we have coming up. Now that we've gone through Irma in our storyline, we're going to have a little bit of recovery from that. We have to put Satori back together and head down to Key West for the big party of the year, Fantasy Fest. Our first time at Fantasy Fest, and it was a blast.
So much fun.
It was crazy. Yeah. From Key West, we made our way to Marathon, where people talk about the Marathon Vortex. We actually spent way too much time there, probably about 6 weeks. But we're going to condense our time in Marathon down and kind of give you guys the highlights of a lot of projects and stuff we kind of got stuck doing, and just the condition of the harbor when we were there. And then from Marathon, we make the jump
to Bimini.
To Bimini,
Yeah.
across the Gulf Stream to Bimini. And so it's only a few episodes away, and it's coming pretty quick, you guys. And once we get to the Bahamas, the footage that we've gotten is so amazing. It's so beautiful. We had so much fun there in the Bahamas. That's going to be a few months behind, but that's what you can expect with us. We're not you're doing breaking news here. It's almost impossible to do stuff real time. We just, there's a lot of footage and a lot of stuff to go over.
Well, speaking of that, that's one of the questions we've gotten a lot, especially lately, is why are we so far behind, being 6 months behind?
One of the big reasons is we started filming a long time before we actually started editing video.
And before we started even uploading video, we were shooting with the idea that we were going to do this.
Right. So we probably had about backlog 5 to 6 months of footage before we even logged into YouTube and started a YouTube channel.
But it was important to our story, so
it really was.
We wanted to start at the beginning. And another huge thing is neither one of us really knew how to edit video.
Mm-hmm.
And so we both had to learn, and that's been a process. Because we really didn't want to put it on one or the other. We both share that responsibility of editing.
Yep. And so editing takes a huge chunk of time. And we started doing videos every other week. And that in itself was a big task because, we're putting a lot of effort into this editing process and learning while we do it. We've definitely gotten better at it and faster.
Yeah.
But we've kind of developed this process and this style of ours that we want to stay true to because we enjoy it. We hope you guys think it's entertaining, and we want to continue on with that. So that kind of leads on to another reason, time, right? You think, oh, you're cruising, you have all the time in the world. Go ahead and just make videos, and you'll still have plenty of time to kick back and relax. And that's just not the case. No.
No. We've gotten better at making a schedule for editing, and that's why we've been pretty successful at uploading one video a week, which was always our goal. Mm-hmm. So we've been pretty much on that schedule for a while now. So that will also help us catch up. But it is a lot of work. Cruising is a full-time job, and editing is pretty much a full-time job as well.
Right. And maintaining and fixing an old boat is, I'm going to say, a third full-time job. Between, sailing and actually going port to port, provisioning, doing laundry, just everything we do on board.
Exploring where we're at.
Exploring, going on tours, renting motorcycles and riding across the country in the DR. All that stuff, it takes up your day. And then to come back and edit videos, that's just another huge chunk of time. So we want to catch up, but what we find is that we're usually uploading the current week's video
the same day.
Yeah, same day we're finishing. So yeah, we're working on it. We probably finish it and upload it immediately. And so we don't really have a backlog, which we should and we'd like to, but
that's
we're really,
our goal.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We will. We'll get there.
And like Kelly said, we could skip ahead and just skip a bunch of stuff we've done and get, more real time, but we don't think that it's not fair to the story we're telling for us, for our family, for our friends, but also for you guys, to skip across some of this stuff because it seems like, why show this Irma video? Irma happened and we know you guys are okay. Well, there's a whole bunch of information and a whole experience that goes along with that, and we wanted to share that and also document it, because in the end, these videos really are a document of our travels and our cruising life.
Another question we've gotten is, why don't we do live chats? So we were on kind of a live chat schedule when we were in the Keys. However, it's been hard, just like Wi-Fi, and, cell signal or what have you. We actually tried a couple times in Lupron, and it just wasn't happening. So we really want to do live chats. We just need to figure that out.
Yeah, we need to just carve out some time and then figure out some of the technical issues we ran across. While we were in Lupron, we attempted one, and the internet at the marina was slow. The cellular internet was kind of spotty, but we also think that there was some kind of international firewall type thing where it wasn't allowing us to do a live chat because we were outside of the United States. So we have to figure that out. If any of you guys know exactly what we need to do, that would be awesome. We'd love the help, and we'd love to get on a schedule where we can do that on a regular basis.
But I'm guessing when we get to Puerto Rico, we should not have a problem doing a live chat. So as soon as we have good internet, we will do that.
Absolutely. Expect to see something scheduled on our YouTube live chats in the next couple weeks, and we're gonna move forward with that. But for now, we have to move forward with getting Satori prepped, because we're leaving in just a couple hours. So we got to get her ready. We're going right now. We're letting you guys go. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Please, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button below. It's absolutely free, costs you nothing, and you'll get updates every time we post a video. And you hit the little bell signal, and you'll definitely get those notifications.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.